Welcome to the NASCAR Walmart AI Cup Series. Today, we are at Echo Park Motor Speedway, or well known as Atlanta Motor Speedway, in Atlanta. Alright, we're going to go trackside right now. And we're going to pull up your starting lineup for this race. On the grid and starting on pole is the number 10 of Georgia Kirifitis, and next to her is Xavier Dawkins-Batiste in that 22. Buddy Morales in the 99 in third, with George Kirifitis, last week's Sonoma winner, starting fourth. Yuri Villegas in that 33 starting fifth. Austin Rez in the number 2 starting sixth. Cameron Face in the 18 starting seventh. Nicholas Bondinello in the 71 starting eighth. Alex Pavitas in the 29 starting ninth. Charlie Birch, the Daytona 500 winner, starting 10th. Perry Marilakis in the 7 starting 11th. And Simba Kirifitis Jr. in the 34 car starting 12th. We're going to move on through the rest of the field. Astro Kirifitis in the number 11 starting 13th. Christos Cherney in the 27 starting 14th, with Robert Thompson is starting 15th and 23. And next to him, Laban Van Leer in the 60 starting 16th. Nick Sedaris starting 17th in the 31. Robbie Gervasi in the number 28 car starting 18th. Yannick Sidias starting behind him in 19th. Chase Bonzalewski in the 17 starting 20th. Melanie Kirifitis in the 15 starting 21st. Carlos Morales next to her in 27th. And behind Scruffy Dog, Season 2 champion in the 14 starting 23rd. Peter Hilme in that number 77 starting 24th. John Bergermouth Jr. in that 36 starting 25th. George Kirifitis Jr., his teammate, starting next to him in the 26th position. 27th is Dennis Sharp in the number 5. Vince Henschel in the number 3 starting 28th. Zach Mers in the 06 starting 29th. Jordan Kirifitis in the 21 starting 30th. Jordan Jung in the number 6 starting 31st. Nicky Sophias in the number 1 Auto Club winner starting 32nd. John Bergermouth Sr., he won Las Vegas. He's starting 33rd. 34th is Bruce Dudley in the number 12. Luis Giaz Gonzalez starting 35th in the 44. And rounding off the field in 36 and in dead last, Austin K. Mitchell in the number 8. Now, as we get ready to go here, once again, I forgot to change the name. For the Quaker State 400 at Echo Park Speedway. Track length is about 1.5 miles. Temperature currently is a cool 78 degrees. The altitude is at 772 feet above sea level. Weather is 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a 45 moisture percentage, partly cloudy, and 2 mile per hour winds. Well, we're going to get ready to go off here, as let's take a look at our current playoff drivers. So as we said, winning the first race of the season was Charlie Birch in the number 81. Then the next race was John Bergermouth Sr. in the 38. The next race, which was Auto Club, was won by the 1 of Nicky Sophias. And last week, George Kirifitis wins in that number 4 car at Sonoma. So we're looking to either crown our 5th winner or see if we can have somebody different. Somebody different could win this race, or see, can another person and the same person win the race and free up a playoff spot. 29 events. Some of them are playoffs, some of them are not. 16 regular season events will decide who makes the playoffs. And if it's not a win and you're in, if somebody who wins during the season wins twice, then you have a points battle, and that's always great. And they're coming off a pit lane right now. Well, some things to say about your pole sitter. She has won this race before. She's been to the playoffs in both seasons, and her team has just merged with EKR. So, looking for a huge day from this 10 car. As the switch over seemed to slightly limit everything. That 10 car can get it done. Georgia Kyrgios can get it done here. As they get ready to hit the green flag and get rolling here. From the Quaker Stake 400 at Echo Park. I don't have predictions on who will win this race, just based on how last race went with the Xfinity cars, so we'll see if it's any different. But the pace car is going to make the left on the pit road, and we are going to go green. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Green flag in the air.
Green, green, green.
And a great jump for Georgia Kyrgios. She's going to lead the first lap of the race. As they come through turn one. Bottom line. Getting a little bit of an advantage here. As usually somebody's going to get swallowed up in the middle. You can see everybody's moving. Perry Marilakis in the middle of the two lines, trying to figure out which line's going to benefit him more. And Buddy Morales is going to take the lead. He was Season 1's first ever winner in the series. And that was Daytona 500 that he won during the first year. Here they come through turn two. Now in the middle is the 16. Gets into the 18. He's going to go around.
Caution.
They correct behind him. That is the 16 of Cuddles Morales with damage. We have our first caution of the night on lap number 3. As you can see right here, gets into the 15, slides, and then comes right back up the racetrack, hits his teammate who goes into the wall, then takes out the 21. Bruce Dudley, the 36. Bruce Dudley with big damage, his teammate with big damage. We're going to take a look from the onboard of his teammate as he got clipped. So you saw everything through the front windshield, and, well, it got interesting. Let's take a look. That is not through the front windshield, but we're focusing on a view of him hitting the wall. And obviously some damage on that race car. Now we're going to look at the front view. From the roll bar. Just got into him and he plowing into the wall. And these cars are fragile, so he's going to be in the pits with some damage. Oh, I kind of lied. He's not in the pits with some damage. And well, we're going to take a look up at the front. As Buddy Morales has made it now up here. Well, we're going to take a look at our top 5 in their history in this league. The number 1, the leader of this race, the 99, Buddy Morales, a very good driver, won multiple races, been to the playoffs multiple times, and following behind him are 4 drivers who have never won a race. So it's a great look to this field right now. As right now, the only people who have not won a race in their career are in 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 9th, and 10th. And Charlie Birch has won the Daytona 500, so him in 4th, he's won a race. But right now, a lot of guys in there for the chance to win their first race, as four cars on pit road. That is Bruce Dudley, John Bergermouth Jr., Jordan Karafitis, and Cuddles Morales, who were all involved in that wreck. Surprisingly, though, our champion of last season, Scruffy Dog, has stayed on the racetrack with some damage, as right there, he's got a little bit of damage you can see on the front. And as well on the other side, he's got some damage. So, still, he thinks that he's gonna be able to pull it out. So, there's still some damage. Dennis Sharp with some nose damage, as well as Austin Mitchell. But for now, everybody ready to go green once again as we hit lap 5 of 60. Now, the other race was only 45 laps, but this race extends to 60, as it is one of the crown jewel races of the year, because Atlanta is my favorite racetrack to race at. Pocono is my other favorite racetrack, but Atlanta is my favorite racetrack to race at in the service, so I make it a longer race here so these guys can push out something new and see who actually has a long run speed to win a longer race. As the pace car is going to take the left onto pit road. We are ready to go green once again. Green flag back in the air. And Buddy Morales gets a huge jump off the restart. Austin Rez on the outside in the 2 is going to battle with the 18 of Cam Face. Now no help up there in Charlie Birch. 2 Chevys. Going to try to go for the pass. They're going to come to the outside. Charlie Birch stays high, but the Chevys go to the bottom. 4 Chevys lined up on the bottom, pushing Chevy teammates, all from different teams. So they stack up behind them. Cameron Face is going to lead his first laps. Through turn 1 once again. As they continue. Going to take a look back through the field. Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez in that 44 Exalta machine. Yannick Sias getting a little bit swirly up there, but he's with his teammate Robert Thompson in that 23. Who's now on the back bumper of last week's winner, George Karafitis. And Astro Karafitis on the outside in that 11 Season 2 points champion. As they continue to race side by side in 2 lines. And up front, Buddy Morales has retaken the lead. Now they're going to put Austin Rez. Nope, they did not. Austin Rez in the middle. Goes down away from his teammate, Xavier Dawkins-Batiste. As he chooses to push Cam Face on the top line. Here comes Austin Rez. George Karafitis, in the 11. Astro Karafitis in the middle. And now ends up going back. So they come off turn 2. Wow, that got scary for a second. Thought that they were going to wreck right there, but they keep it straight. And now, up the racetrack behind them. Oh, there goes LeBron Van Leer. He saves it. What a save. He's in the wall. And the... Oh, no! Nicky Sophia's just wrecked.
The yellow flag is out.
And Austin Mitchell and Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez are both involved. Well, almost, but not quite. Caution's out. We're going to take a look at what happened before the wreck. So, Nick Sedaris getting loose and clips LeBron Van Leeuwen, who goes sideways, and in the back, Chase Mazelewski and Jordan Jung both hitting the wall. George Kirifitis got tapped, and he goes into the wall. Both of them went into the wall. Now, looking at everything else that happened from behind, from the one car. So they get loose in front, and wow, more cars were involved in the back. That was Astro Kirifitis. And the caution's out here. And oh, he runs into the 17. Oh, Tia Gonzalez on the wall, and a hard hit for Austin Mitchell, who has not been having a great season up to this point. Now we're just going to take one more look at what happened behind with, that was the 17 of Chase Mazelewski. So right here, he just gets tapped from behind, goes into the wall. That's John Bergmouth Sr. involved with damage. Chase Mazelewski's got some wheel damage over there. And then here comes the one. Here's a better clip. Nope. No better clip of Austin Mitchell going into the wall. We're going to get that quickly, too. So that was a huge hit. Here's a clip in slow motion. The one car is going to hit. Clips Austin. Austin's into the fence right at the turn 1 sign. And his race is over. All right, back under caution still. Cameron Face is now in the lead. Oh, I think those two are getting their laps back. And in the pits right now, that's last week's winner. George Kirifitis with some damage. He's going to get that fixed. Chase Mazelewski in to get that fixed. This is just an unfortunate situation for George. He was running so well, and then one wreck comes and takes him out of the race, almost. And here's Cam Face. As they get ready, go green, those two are going to get their laps back. Which means that our leaders pitted. Our leaders pitted. Well, let's see our top 10 right now. Top 10 is Cameron Face in first, Charlie Birch second, Buddy Morales third, Austin Rez fourth, Perry Marilakis fifth, Yannick Sidias up to the front in sixth, Alex Parvidas in seventh, George Kirifitis in eighth, Peter Hilme ninth, and Yuri Villegas in 10th. An interesting top 10 is some drivers who we haven't seen all race are up there now, and behind them is Robert Thompson, Vince Henschel, Scruffy Dog up here now, and Season 1 champion, Sammy Kirifitis Jr. As the pace car is going to pull off onto pit road, we are ready to go green. So Yanni gets a bad jump. Green flag in the air. 69 of Yannick Sidias gets a horrendous jump. That allows the top lane to stack up. And now more opportunities for that bottom one to come by. For turn 1, Buddy Morales is going to make a move to the top. Blocked. And now to the bottom. Here they come. Buddy's going to retake the lead. Here will Cam get a run off the corner? I don't think he will. He's car lengths back now. Cam Face now taken out of the lead. Now we'll put Buddy Morales back on the driver's seat as Perry Marilakis looks to the high side. And here comes Perry to the bottom. Gets blocked by Charlie Birch, who's pushing on the 99 to try to find a way to open something up. And they got close teammates in the back. I'm going to take a look at this part of the pack right here. They're getting weird around that dogleg portion. As they come through turn number 2 onto the backstretch. While Austin Mitchell and Luigi Diaz-Gonzalez are out, so is Astro Kirifias, John Bergamoth Sr. They are all out of this race. Getting really swirly coming through this section, especially off the corner. But continuing to push forward is everybody. As we are almost at the 1/3 point of this race. And now Buddy's going to go to the bottom, leaves the tops open for Charlie. Charlie's still behind him. 7 of Perry Marilakis being pushed by his teammate, Peter Hilme. They come through turn 1. Buddy's going to go high. I think he's going to jump low here. There he goes. He jumps low. Oh, into the wall. That's the 10 car. Slightly into the wall up there. Nothing happening, though. It's now Buddy trying to block Alex Pavridis on the bottom. A lot of Chevys up at the front here. As... Oh! Multiple cars on the wall. That's the teammates, the 27 and the 33. Here Villegas looks to have some sort of damage now. They're hitting the wall. And Cherney with some damage as well. Oh, they went 4 wide and they put Bruce Dudley into the wall. And now Bruce Dudley with some damage. And now they're probably forced to come down pit road. So we go back up to the front with the field. Perry Marilakis now up at the front behind with Season 1 champion Sammy Kirifias Jr. behind. Oh, they're through. Oh my goodness, they're almost 3 wide. That was scary. Continue pushing as the rest of the field is kind of just pushed away. 3 wide. Bruce Dudley and Christos Cherney in the pits now. Well, they went 4 wide. They put Bruce into the wall, and then they left him there. 3 wide behind now as the 31. Oh!
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, no. That is the 10 car of Georgia Kirifias with huge damage. We're going to take a look at that as that's going to bring out our next caution. Trying to find where the wreck occurred. And we found it. So right here, 3 wide racing. Austin Rez is going to get into the 10 and absolutely plow into the wall as Charlie Birch also with some damage, but nothing doing. But that's going to end her race right there. And another one of the unfortunate seasons for this team just continuing. That's now, she's out of the race. We're going to go back up to her leaders. Looks like Perry Marilakis is coming down pit road. I don't know what for, but '15 also in, 20 to Robert Gervasi, and the 14 is Scruffy Dog in to the pits. I wonder if Perry has damage. He's in the pits. Well, just an unfortunate season for this team. EKR just, could not find their footing at all to start this season, and 5 races through, they've just had an unfortunate start. Pace car's going to take the left onto pit road. So we are ready to go green.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is back in the air. Now look at Yannick Sidias in that 69 getting a great run. The 34 Ford teammate behind him. Here they come on the outside. Here they come. Yannick Diaz leading his first laps of this race. So he'll come across the line in that Grillo's Pickles machine. We're almost halfway through this race. Oh! That just checked up the bottom line. Nothing big happening. And we're going to crank it up for a little bit. Oh, here comes the 99 into the pits for... He's pitting. Alex Provitas out now leading. The 69 behind him. Through turn 2. Now let's see how many people are going to jump down pit road and pit. Nobody from this front pack. Buddy Morales, the only one down pit road, and he is taking time, which means that he's got damage. Down the pits with damage. And now put down a lap. As they race side by side for the lead. And look at Zach Mers in the 06. He's into the picture. Oh! And that's Austin Rez hitting the wall hard. He's got damage. He's gonna hold up Perry Marilakis. They're gonna have to move to get around him. He's got damage. Moving to the bottom now. Turn 1 once again with 23 to go. We're almost done with this race. Buddy Morales coming out of the pits after damage repair, but he's got a long way to go. And now Zach Mers into the second place spot. Whoa, they're getting really out of control over there. And it's 3 wide. Here they come. Oh, they get into each other. Down the back straightaway, they clear. Peter Helmy still down the middle. And now onto the bottom. That was scary right there. That is extremely scary as they're going to get almost wrecked. That was Nicholas Bondanello. Almost wrecked Yannick Sidias into Zach Murs. But now they're all pushing forward, continuing to run. And Yannick Sidias on the rear bumper of the 29. To the inside now. Does he have enough to pass? That's the real question. He's going to get there. He's almost clear. Now this group, with that group behind them still closing in. But now trying to push and get past the 29. As here comes the 69 of Yannick Sidias to the inside. There's a lap car in front. That's Bruce Dudley. Lap car in front's going to hold up the bottom line. But not a lot. He pushed him. Charlie Birch is in, and Cameron Faces stopped on the racetrack. He gets rid of the car before. No caution. It's now 3 wide. There goes Nick Bondanello into the 2 of Austin Rez.
Caution.
Caution's out. And Jordan Jung with some damage. I think this all started with Cam Face. We're going to take a look. No, it was not Cam Face. That was... and it was the 22 of Xavier Dawkins-Batiste who got some damage from that wreck, and we're going to take a look right here. So here they come out of the corner. Jordan Jung gets into him, and oh man, hard in the wall. 22. And that's the reason the caution got brought out. But even still back in the race as So right now, everybody in the top 10 has not locked themselves into the playoffs. So anybody who is in this situation can win and get in. I think that's the 31 of Nick Sedaris just came down pit road. But GKR looking very good. They got 3 cars in the top 10. And our champion, Season 1 champion, up top to start off this restart. Peter Helmy behind him. Green flag in the air after our 4th caution. As we resume the Quaker State 400. 14 to go now. And can Alex Pavridis hold off the storm that's coming? Yannick Sidias gets the run on the top side. He's going to go behind. They're going to split him 3. Here comes Peter Helmy on the bottom. Peter Helmy is going to take the lead. So there's still 3 wide. GKR teammates in the middle. Trying to help Ford teammates up top. Yanni's going to get the run on the bottom. Here comes the rest of the Ford teammates. They're into each other. The 29 and the 77 get into each other. Robert Thompson going to get plowed up the racetrack. They save it. Alex Pavridis comes behind. Peter Helmy trying to get in. He's going to get swallowed up down the middle, and he crashes. And the big one.
Caution, yellow flag.
The big one happens behind them. And even still, they're hitting each other. And the big one happens with 12 to go. Right here, you can see Peter Helmy's going to get off of the front bumper, and Robbie's just going to get turned. And, oh, the 4 of George Krafidis once again involved in another wreck. 77, the 16. And that was the big one. Now, Peter Helmy saw it all. I'm going to take a look from the close-up. So there he gets into him. They wreck behind. He goes up the racetrack. He gets turned. And he gets ran into by the 36. Gets ran in by the 20. And the big one happens with 12 to go. Well, Peter's now coming down pit road to get some fixes, as Yannick Stias is your leader. With 11 to go, we're under our 5th caution. And we are ready to go green with what will be 9 to go. After this caution, pace cars down pit road. Jump. Green flag.
Green,
Back
green,
in the
green.
air. 9 to go here from the Quaker State 400 at Atlanta. And Fords dominate the front four, but there's still more Chevys behind. Through turn 1 with 9 to go. Zach Murs sticks with Ford teammate. He's going to come to the bottom. He's going to try to pass, and he may get it off here. Let's see. They're 3 wide behind. Off the corner, they stay 3 wide, and they stay cleanly 3 wide. Yanni's biggest worry is now trying to clear the 06 as they are getting help from behind. Down the back straightaway, Nicholas Bondanello and Zach Murs pull up front. Nick Bondanello trying to get a run. For the PS5 Racing team as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Zach Murs leads the race, but he's going to go to the high side. He's going to let Alex Pavidis have a run on him. He's going to try to block. He's got to block every run that both lines get. Now until the end of the race. 6 to go. It's anybody's race right now. They just have to build a run, and here comes the 35, George Kirifitis Jr. He's going to push a Ford teammate as Lenny Kirifitis off the top side is going to push Alex Pavidis, a Chevy teammate, as the Chevys will bunch up behind. Perry Marilak is still up front as they continue to push forward. Let's see. It has been one of those races. And now Alex Pavidis leads with this 15 on his rear bumper. And here comes the 06 of Zach Murs to the outside. Chase Mazelewski getting a little bit loose on the bottom. He's 10 laps down. 4 to go. And the 29 is getting a huge lead, which is not ideal for this racetrack, as Perry Marilakis in the 7 is also here. It's not ideal. Charlie Birch now back up. He's a couple laps down. The lappers are pushing the lead lap cars. As now Bondanello in the wall. That's going to slow down everybody. Here comes Zach Murs on the outside. Does he have enough to make a run? Off the corner. 3 to go. Alex Pavidis still leads. Everybody up here. It's anybody's race. They just have to get past the 29. And Austin Rez hits the wall again. And that's going to take him out of contention here. George Kirifitis Jr. on the top line, losing space. Zach Murs is going to try to make a move now. 2 to go here from Atlanta. And man, is it going to get interesting. He's holding up behind the 29, ready to make some sort of move. They hit the back straightaway. He's going to try to get a run and try to put himself in front. Charlie Birch is out of the draft. Here they come. Nick Bondanello down pit road. Got to fix the damage. White flag, 1 to go here from Atlanta. And when will Zach Murs make the move? Or will he make the move? Let's go on board. You got to do it at some point. Got to do it here. He's going to stay behind him. No move being made. And Alex Pavidis is going to come and win at Atlanta. And man, Zach Murs had so much time to make the move. He didn't. And he lost that race, this race, just because. Alex Pavidis is your winner in the Quaker State 400. And he will lock himself into the playoffs. We'll take this time to go over the finishing results when we get the chance. Race results. Coming home in first is Alex Pavridis with Zach Murs in second. Eleni Kyrfitis coming home third. George Kyrfitis Jr. coming home fourth. Perry Marilakis fifth. Simba Kyrfitis Jr. sixth. Scruffy Dog seventh. Nicky Sophias 8th, Xavier Dawkins-Batiste 9th, Yannick Sidath 10th, Vince Henschel 11th, Buddy Morales 12th, Austin Reyes 13th, Nicholas Bonanello 14th, Charlie Birch 15th, Christos Cherney 16th, John Bergmouth Jr. 17th, Chase Boslewski 18th, 19th is going to be Robert Thompson, 20th Peter Hilme, 21st Dennis Sharp, 22nd Robert Gervasi, 23rd Yuri Villegas, 24th Nick Sedaris, 25th Jordan Jung, 26th Jordan Kyrfitis, 27th Cameron Face, 28th Cuddles Morales, 29th George Kyrfitis, 30th Laban Van Leer, 31st Bruce Dudley, 32nd George Kyrfitis, 33rd Luigi Diaz Gonzalez, 34th Austin K. Mitchell, 35th Astor Kyrfitis, and finally in 36th John Bergermouth Jr. Well, we thank you for watching this race of the NASCAR Walmart AI Cup Series, and we look forward to next week's race. I don't know where, but next week's race. If I'm not wrong, Chicago Street Course. If I am wrong, you'll see it. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your night.